I'm told that you did not want to speak with the public defender.
No.
So, in this circumstance, at arraignment, everyone has the right to have counsel present to assist them for your first court appearance.
Okay, that's why I didn't need anyone to defend me because it's my first court appearance because there hasn't been any problems.
Okay, but it's your first court appearance, and today the court's going to advise you of your rights. I am
Okay.
going to go through the charges with you so you understand what you've been charged with. I'll give you your next court date. I would appoint counsel if that's something you would like the court to do. That would be at little to no expense to you. And then I have to decide what to do as far as bond and bond conditions. Conditions are things the court tells you you can and cannot do. If you violate a condition, you're subject to immediate arrest. The amount of your bond, that's whether you have to post something in order to be released. That's an evaluation I'm going to be making today.
Okay.
So are you sure you don't want to talk to Ms. Anderson? She's an attorney. She's been an attorney for a really long time. I'm guessing you're not an attorney.
No, I didn't break any laws and I never heard
Well,
of
you've
any.
been
No,
charged.
I've
You've
been
been
charged
charged.
falsely though. I have already called the police several times and explained this whole situation. Just like Haniel has called the police and explained that I look like her ex that hit her.
Okay, so here's the thing. First, I'll advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. So you're going to want to be careful about what comments you make. Second, you have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, the court will refer you to the local appointing authority. In that circumstance, Ms. Anderson would assist you today, and then the public defender would be able to assist you going forward. You also have the right to a trial. At a trial, a jury or a judge would be able to decide whether you're guilty or innocent.
Okay.
This is
No.
case YPD 25-6642. So would you like to reconsider and speak with Ms. Anderson?
I just before I make a decision, is whatever I choose is it going to be a reason for me not to be able to go home and get out today? I understand whether I want an attorney or
So
not.
an attorney is not going to hurt you at this point. An attorney is going to help you at this point because they understand the law and they understand the right arguments to be making regarding bond. I can tell you the prosecutors are requesting a cash bond. So they're requesting that you have to post $25,000 to be released from jail. So it's probably going to help you if you talk to the public defender. If you don't want to, I can't force you to talk to her, but she's here.
Um, and if I don't, then I won't be able to get out without a $25,000 bond.
Well, you'll have to make your best arguments on why I should release you.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
I'll say what I can say for it to be released. I don't need somebody else to say it for me. I mean, I know the law too.
Welcome back to the courtroom circus, and today's double feature has it all. Artificial intelligence gone rogue, a Michigan defendant who's allergic to good decisions, and a judge who's just trying to maintain sanity in a world of chaos. In the first case, we're stepping into an appellate courtroom where an AI-generated avatar tries to plead a case like it's auditioning for Law and Order, ChatGPT unit. Then, we'll dive into a Michigan domestic violence arraignment where the defendant gives "I'll represent myself" energy that can only end one way, badly. Stick around, because we've got disbelief, drama, and digital delusion. Oh, and wait until you hear what happens when the judge realizes the lawyer isn't even human. Let's just say this courtroom gets a software update it did not consent to.
The complaint in this matter alleges that on or about May 24th of 2025, that you were at 201 North Huron Street in Ypsilanti. The single charge alleges that you did make an assault or an assault and battery upon Hanel Groshusch, Grosshusech, an individual with whom you've had a dating relationship. That is a misdemeanor charge. It carries a maximum penalty, 93 days in jail and or $500. Do you understand what you've been charged with?
No, because this charge is false. It's not.
Okay, hold on. That's
That's
something
I never
different.
put my hands on
Hold
it.
on. That's disagreeing with the charge. Do you understand what you've been charged with? I understand you're saying you're innocent. It wasn't you. You didn't do it.
Okay.
But for today's purposes, you've been charged with this crime. So do you understand what that crime is?
Okay, pause right there. Did you catch that? The appellant literally submitted a video of an AI avatar to argue his case before real justices. Imagine showing up to court and letting a digital clone handle your appeal. It's like sending Siri to defend you in a tax audit. The justices' confusion is palpable. One moment, they're expecting a lawyer. The next, they're face-to-face with the uncanny valley. And when the man casually admits, I generated that, you can feel the collective brain cells in the courtroom begging for a recess. This isn't just a tech fail. It's an ethical and procedural nightmare unfolding in real time.
Or do you need me to go back
I
through it?
understand what you said, but I'm just saying it's false.
That's fine. So you understand what you've been charged with. Do you understand the maximum penalty?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to have you stand mute. That means you'll remain silent as to the charge. I'll enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. I'm going to schedule you for your next court date. That's going to be a pretrial that will be in person in front of Judge Barr. He will be able to see you on June 5th at 9 a.m. at the 14A2 District Court.
Well,
We will
I
send.
have
Yes.
the problem is I still have 4 daughters and bills to pay. I need to be able to go to work. How am I gonna?
We're not there yet. I'm just giving you your court date.
Okay.
Okay. So in person at the 14A2 District Court, June 5th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Barr. We'll send you a notice to appear at the jail. The next thing we'll need to address is bond. There are two parts to bond. Bond conditions, those are things the court tells you you can and cannot do. If you violate a condition, you're subject to immediate arrest. The other side of bond is whether you can be released today on your own or whether you'd have to post a bond in order to be released. Before I make any decisions regarding bond or bond conditions, I will hear from Ms. Landy, who I think you still need to put your appearance on the record. And then I'll be happy to hear from you. But again, I want to remind you, anything you say can be used against you and you do have the right to remain silent. Ms. Landy, your bond arguments?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ashley Landy for the people in this case. Your Honor, has the court had the opportunity the court took the swear to in this case, correct?
Yes, we did that this morning.
Thank you. Your Honor, I am requesting a cash or surety bond. I am also further, I believe, requesting a GPS. I have to pull up my notes here. In this case, the allegations include the defendant remaining in the victim's home, not leaving when being asked to leave, going into her bed and touching her under her clothes. The victim did not provide additional details for us to be able to look at charging a CSC in the 4th degree. However, there is sufficient evidence to charge the domestic violence as they had previously been in a domestic relationship, a dating relationship. So I am requesting a $25,000 surety bond as well as a GPS tether to keep him out of that 201 North Huron Street.
There has never been.
Sir, you do not get to interrupt me.
It is not your turn to talk, and
Well,
you're not going to interrupt anybody.
Sorry.
Ms.
So
Landy.
I'm extremely concerned for her safety. This is a very disturbing fact pattern and a disturbing case. I'm also requesting that there be a prohibition against the defendant possessing firearms as a component of his bond, as well as standard supervision at community corrections.
Here's the moment the judge realizes what's happening. And honestly, her restraint deserves an award. You can almost see the disbelief flicker across her face as she connects the dots. This man has appeared in court before, spoken in person, and now suddenly claims he needs an AI to represent him. The judge's line, "You are not going to use this courtroom as a launch for your business," is savage judicial shade. Translation, "Don't turn my courtroom into your tech demo." It's equal parts professionalism and parental scolding, the kind of energy you reserve for someone who just tried to turn jury duty into a YouTube live.
Okay, I have permission to speak now.
You do.
But okay, so what I'm saying is, me and Haniel have never been in any sort of violence whatsoever, not even one time. And she's called the officers before and explained that it's not has nothing to do with me. So because I don't understand why is all this necessary? Because the last time I called the cops and had a welfare check done on her because she wasn't answering, I was worried about her, and the cops came and arrested her. So, why is all this information just gone? Nobody
Well,
knows, understands. They're not helping. They just come and try to accuse us of hurting each other, but it's others that's hurting us and taking from us.
so you do have a criminal history. I mean,
No, no, I
what's your
don't.
date of birth?
No criminal history.
So you pled guilty to an assault and battery.
Yeah, because they said I have kids and house payments and responsibilities to take care of my family. And how am I supposed to do that being in jail for months to be able just to
And
go
you
on
pled
trial?
guilty to attempting to assault, resist, or obstruct a police officer.
Yeah, I know I had to because I didn't need to be in jail where I can't even take care of my family. That's the reason.
Well, regardless of why you did that, you have a criminal history. That's just the fact of it.
I
All
don't
right.
I would never hit a woman anyways.
You
I never said I wouldn't leave. I said I was leaving.
This entire moment perfectly captures the current tension between innovation and integrity. Using AI to assist with research or drafting. That's the future of legal tech. But trying to sneak an AI avatar into oral arguments? That's the legal equivalent of deepfaking your way into a PhD defense. What's fascinating here is that the defendant knows how to work the system. He's clever enough to generate a realistic avatar, but completely clueless about courtroom decorum. It's the kind of irony that makes you laugh, then cringe, then rethink your trust in virtual assistants.
She's told me not to leave until you guys got there, so she knows I'll leave because other people that she's been with, because she dated several guys that look like me, because that's who's just her preference, I guess. But even I've never told her I would not leave. I would not do that. I don't want to be somewhere I'm not wanted. She wanted me to come there. I said I can't stay here.
I would encourage you to stop talking because now you're talking about what allegedly took place on that day. If you can keep talking, but you may make the prosecutor's
I'm
case
just
for
saying
them by saying what you're saying.
I told her that I can't stay until until the police come, because even if I do, they're just gonna arrest me because you already know that I'm not supposed to be here. How is she gonna I only went there to give her money. No, that's all. I just was saying, I'm sorry. She probably was just having a bad day. It's not. I would never hurt her. I love her. I love her with all my heart. I care about her.
Okay.
If she's sick, I go get her medicine, or ask her if she wants something that would make her feel better, or say I'll get whatever she needs to be happy, or
Okay.
feel
I'm gonna
comforted.
I'm gonna have you stop talking because again, you are saying things that I do not think are going to help you in this case. Your bond conditions are as follows. You're going to be required to have standard supervision at our community corrections department that will include drug and alcohol testing. Each time that you are required to test, you'll have to bring photo ID and $12. If you don't have photo ID, then you'll be able to ask the jail for a copy of your booking photos. No alcohol, no illegal drugs, and no marijuana. Do not leave the state without prior permission of the court. Do not purchase or possess any firearms, ammunition, gun components, or any dangerous weapons, nor are you to be with anyone who has any of those items. Do you own any of those types of items?
No.
Do you understand your conditions so far?
Yes, but am I allowed to say anything else?
I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
Do not assault, terrorize, frighten, intimidate, threaten, harass, molest, or stalk anyone. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're to have no contact with When I say no contact, no direct or indirect contact with her, no telephone, email, texting, internet or social media, Skype, Zoom, FaceTime, Facebook, Slack, Discord, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. No contact means no contact. Don't direct anyone else to be in touch with her on your behalf. Don't mail anything to her. Don't deliver anything to her. Don't.
So after our brief detour into AI, absurdity, and a very smooth sponsor segue, shout out to that Venice AI transition. We're heading into Michigan, where things go from artificial intelligence to zero intelligence. The upcoming defendant decides to take on the justice system armed with nothing but confidence, confusion, and a high school diploma. What you're about to see isn't just a misunderstanding of the law. It's a masterclass in how not to talk to a judge. Grab your popcorn, because this is where courtroom patience meets its breaking point. Full to watch. The magistrate is bending over backward to help this man understand his rights, and he keeps talking himself deeper into the hole. Notice how she keeps repeating the phrase, "Anything you say can and will be used against you." That's not filler, that's a lifeline. But instead of grabbing it, he's debating his innocence mid-arraignment. Big mistake. Judges don't decide guilt at this stage. They just read charges, set bond, and move things forward. Every extra sentence he adds is like handing the prosecutor free evidence on a silver platter.